Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Let's continue with the GenAI series. So I hope you have been a user now. I hope you have gone through and are familiar with tools like ChatGPT and Bard. So now let's start with the super user phase. So this is going to be our agenda for the entire super user phase. So we'll be going through all the theoretical concepts of prompt engineering in the super user phase. So we'll be starting with what is prompt engineering, like definition of prompt engineering, and we will be checking on the parameters that we have to pass through APIs like temperature, max length, and what does that parameter mean. And we'll be going through different prompt engineering techniques like zero shot, few shot, and COT will be checking in detail in the future videos. And there's one good application called function calling, and we will be going through it, and we'll be checking on the prompt function, and we'll be checking on the different applications of prompt engineering in different fields like coding, creativity, and we will be going through few examples, and we will be checking what are all the different models that are available for us like GPT-4, llama, and all. And we'll be checking on the risks and misuses of this, and we will be seeing the tools that are used. So let's start. Said in the previous video, how actually it works is this is a model, and we will be giving input to the model and we will be getting output. This is the common step that needs to be followed. So here now, with the introduction of generative AI, there's no need to create model for us. LLMs are already available for us, so we have to give one input to our LLM and we will be getting output. So this input is nothing but prompt. So here if you have gone through as I said, if you have gone through ChatGPT, you are giving some prompt or input in the form of a text to the ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is nothing but underhood, it is using LLM. So you are giving prompt to the LLM and it will be giving you the output. So prompt engineering is how efficiently you can write that prompt. So prompt engineering is for developing and optimizing prompts to effectively apply and build with LLMs for different use cases. So since ChatGPT is an application, you are giving prompt to the application and you are getting input. So if you wanted to use in your real-time applications, you will be using APIs which are provided by OpenAI or Azure and all. You will be using APIs and you will be giving prompt to that API and it will be giving you the response. Said we will be using APIs to interact with the LLM. So we will be giving prompt to the APIs, and there are few parameters that are commonly used. So these are the common parameters that are used with the APIs, that is temperature, top P, max length, stop sequences, frequency penalty, and presence penalty. So we'll go through one by one and understand each of it. The first parameter is temperature. So here temperature, it influences output randomness in LLMs. So what do you mean by randomness? For example, if you give a prompt, the output that you get, no, it would be deterministic. If you give very lower temperature, deterministic as in it, the response will be standard, or it would be the factual responses. Like if India wins World Cup, tomorrow also we'll get the same response. So it's like deterministic. If low temperature is there, your output will be deterministic. If temperature is high, your model will be more creative. It will increase its scope and it will give very diverse answers. So if your temperature is 0, it will be very low. So you will get deterministic responses. And top P, it is also similar to temperature only. This also controls determinism only in LLMs. So this is actually uh, the value that determines how deterministic it is. So basically in your API, you can use either temperature or top P as parameter, but not both. So if your top P value is lower, your model will be deterministic, and if your top P value is higher, it would be diverse, similar to temperature only. So max length and stop sequences, these are the parameters followed by temperature and top P. So here max length, we can adjust number of generated tokens. Basically we can control the length of the output that we get. So what do you mean by tokens? So token is nothing but each word is a token. See here, adjusting is a token, max is the token, the is the token. So each word is a token. So we can specify the number of tokens that are allowed. So we can specify the maximum length of the output using this parameter. And stop sequences. Stop sequences are strings. These halt token generation. So basically this also serves the same purpose, but here we are not hard coding the length that we wanted. We will just give a stop sequence kind of delimiter. For example, if I mention 11, if I mention 11, so what does the model does is whenever it finds 11, it will be stopping. So 11 would be the stopping character for our output. So frequency penalty. Frequency penalty, it reduces word repetition. So notice this, it reduces word repetition by applying a penalty based on token frequency. So basically based on the value that you give to this parameter, no, for frequency penalty, it will reduce repetitions of the words in your output. So basically in your output, if you give this value higher, you will have less repetition. So presence penalty, this is also similar to frequency penalty only, but here in frequency penalty, it will just reduce the repetitions, but in presence penalty, it will not allow you, I mean it will not allow a word to be repeated second time also, like even twice is also not allowed. So presence penalty applies a uniform penalty to repeated tokens, preventing frequent phrase repetition even twice also. So higher value, less repetition. So both the things does the same. So use either of it but not both. That is why. So we are done with LLM settings. We have seen parameters like temperature, top P, max length, and etc. that are used to send to the API. So now we will be looking into the prompt engineering techniques. So these are the prompt engineering techniques: zero shot prompting, few shot prompting, chain of thought prompting, self consistency, prompt chaining, tree of thoughts, RAG, and etc. So we will be looking in detail into each one of the techniques in the coming videos. So stay with me. Please subscribe my channel for more content.